Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Chairman Nye, Member Shock. I'm kind of encouraged by this hearing, quite frankly. What I recognize is at the end of the day, this is about leadership and accountability. And from what I've heard today, there's an indication that we have the tools in place and we are poised to maximize on inclusiveness and meeting our goal across contracting agencies. So I'm really, really excited about that. My first question is for Ms. Wegner, and I want to commend your agency for initiating a partnership project with the Hub Zone program to promote applications for veterans for certified Hub Zone status. I have a particular interest in the well-being of women and minority-owned business within the body of veteran and service-disabled veterans businesses. And I understand that this is an effort you plan to continue. However, the GAO found that in the past, the program was continually subject to fraud and mismanagement. And though I'm an optimistic, the American public demand accountability, and so does this committee. I want to know two things. Do you have data that shows how many minority veterans have taken advantage of this partnership and a monitoring mechanism to do so? And two, what do you and the Hub Zone program intend to do to mitigate any future fraud, waste, or abuse?
Just as you've heard that when the SBA posts the procurement scorecards, everybody pays attention. When the GAO issues a report identifying vulnerabilities, everybody pays attention. Those reports came out the middle of last summer. We began our partnership with the SBA's Hub Zone office around August of last year, after those reports came out. So we knew at that point in time that the Small Business Administration's leadership had already taken measures to bolster the program and to make sure that it had the resources it needed to put it back on the right track. Traditionally, the resources had been very minimal. So with SBA paying attention to the Hub Zone program to make sure it's on track, the Department of Veterans Affairs said we need to get veterans into the Hub Zone program. Have we established measures yet? The only measures that we've established so far have been the number of veterans that we touched and informed about the Hub Zone program and the contracting opportunities that arise from that and how you apply and the number who actually applied. So we're waiting to see how many of those receive their certification. I will absolutely tell you that in the Department of Veterans Affairs, we believe in the Hub Zone program. We believe that veterans are the best set of owners to go into historically underutilized business zone areas and to return those areas to prosperity and to lead the nation as role models for how we get this job done and how we return to economic stability. So I am happy that we are going to continue that, and we will put effectiveness measures in place as soon as we get the first set of the applications certified.
Thank you very much, Ms. Wegner. I'm encouraged by your response and look forward to seeing all of that come to fruition. My final question, because my time is winding down, is to both you, Ms. Wegner, and Ms.
DeGraffenreid.
DeGraffenreid.
Yes.
The OSBDUs could have a significant impact on small and disadvantaged businesses from their authorities given in PL 95-507 and the Office of Federal Procurement Policy, letter number 79-1, and the Clinton Executive Order of number 12928. However, I understand that not every SDBU office operates with the same level of authority. By law, the SBDUs are expected to report directly to the head of the agency, but some do not and are far removed from the agency leadership. Also, the authority seems to lie at the discretion of the contracting officers rather than the SBDUs. Can you describe the impact of the SBDUs that report directly to the heads of agencies and those that do not? And what challenges do you face trying to promote the maximum practicable use of all designated categories within the federal acquisitions process? And what can be done to strengthen the effectiveness?
Yes. Insofar, I can't tell you the ones that don't, but I can tell you about the ones that do. At the Department of Energy, our Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business is headed by right now the position is vacant, it's a political position, but it's headed by a Senate-confirmed person who reports to the Secretary. And that's really important because you attend the Secretary's staff meetings and you get support from the top. I think it's really important for all agencies to have their OSDBU operating at that level, because you can put the importance of each program within your agency in setting aside for small business. And that's what we're doing at our agency. I can say that the OSDBU and our Office of Economic Impact and Diversity has already met with our Secretary Chu, who is extremely supportive of the small business program and has given us rein to do what we can to be sure that small businesses get a part of the Recovery Act as well as other procurements in the department. So I think it's pretty important for each department to have an OSDBU. That's at that level, at that ranking level. Insofar as Department of Energy is concerned, I'd like to add this isn't part of your question, but I'd like to say that insofar as the Recovery Act is concerned, we've spent much time with the committees and the persons who are working on the Recovery Act as to what portions are going to be given to small business. And in this agency in particular, the main portion that will be contracting has to do with environmental management. And we look forward to giving a significant portion of those awards to small businesses. In fact, environmental management has been one of our strongest programs. Last year, awarding $1.3 billion to small business alone. So we look forward to service-disabled veterans becoming a part of that, and hopefully we have veterans who are in both the environmental remediation and the waste areas, and we look forward to them becoming some of Department of Energy's contractors, both at the prime and subcontracting level, because as I said earlier, we're unique in that most of our opportunities are at the subcontracting level.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to all the witnesses. This is a great hearing. Thank you.